Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we're going to be going over my NFL divisional round predictions. So last week in the wildcard round, I had a record of 3-3, and adding that to my regular season record, I now have a record of 177 and 101. Kicking things off with the games we have on Saturday, beginning with the Ravens hosting the Texans. So the Ravens are playing their first game of the playoffs after securing a first round bye in the AFC, and they face the Texans team that demolished the Browns last week in the wildcard round and has been surprising all season long. Now, the Ravens will be playing without Marlon Humphrey, and they could have gotten Mark Andrews back from his leg injury, but he is unlikely to play. Now, the Texans, they aren't supposed to be here. They've been surprising all season long, so they can definitely pull off the upset. And Texans, they've gotten here because they've been very well rounded. On the offensive side of things, they score 23.4 points a game and allow 20.3 points a game. And for the Ravens, they're also all around a great team as they're top four in the NFL in scoring offense and scoring defense as they put up 28.4 points a game and allow 16.5 points a game. But this is a game I could see going either way. I could definitely see the Texans with the upset win. I'm going to take the Ravens. They're home. They're the better team in both phases, offensively and defensively. And now I know Lamar Jackson has been criticized for his lack of playoff success, and he could be rusty because he hasn't played in 3 weeks with the bye and not playing against the Steelers. But I think Lamar Jackson's going to play a good game here and lead the Ravens to victory, and the Ravens beat the Texans by a score of 24-16. Next game, we have the Packers at the 49ers. So we will have a live watch party for this game starting at about 8:10 Eastern Time on Saturday. So the Packers, they're like the Texans and aren't supposed to be in this situation, but they're here after demolishing the Cowboys last week, winning 48-32. Now, obviously, the Cowboys are a team that hasn't had a lot of playoff success recently. And speaking of playoff success, the 49ers are a team that has found a lot of playoff success when facing Packers, as these two teams have faced off 4 times in the postseason since 2012, with the 49ers winning all 4 of those times. Now, the 49ers are coming off a bye because they had the number 1 seed in the NFC, and that bye was key for them to heal up some important players to their team, such as Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Eric Armstead, and Trent Williams, all of which are without injury designation for this week. Now, the one bad injury-related thing for the 49ers is linebacker Dre Greenlaw is questionable with an Achilles injury. Now, the Packers' offense was great in the win over the Cowboys, putting up 48 points, but I think they're going to have a tough time replicating that performance as they face a 49ers defense that is the third best scoring defense in the NFL, allowing just 17.5 points a game. Now, the Packers' defense is decent, allowing 21.3 points a game, but they struggle to stop the run, allowing 120 rushing yards per game, and that plays right into the favor of a strong 49ers run game that averages 140 yards per game. So I'm going to take the 49ers with the win. I think they'll be able to run the football and score, and the Packers won't be able to keep up. I think the Packers can score, but I don't think they'll be able to do enough of it against the good 49ers defense. And the 49ers beat the Packers in the playoffs again for the 5th straight time, and they win by a score of 26-21. Moving to the games on Sunday, starting off with the Buccaneers at the Lions. So the Lions, they get to play a second home playoff game thanks to their first playoff win in 32 years, and the Cowboys losing again. Now, the Lions, they get the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers, they're a team that has been playing well and just demolished the Eagles by a score of 32-9. Now, the Bucs offense was great in that game, and they don't face a Lions defense that has struggled in the second half of the season and also last week, as in their last 9 games, the Lions are allowing 23.8 points a game, and they face a Bucs team that scored 32 points a game and was great throwing the ball. Now, neither team is very good defending the pass, as both teams were bottom 6 in the regular season, as the Bucs had the 4th worst pass defense, allowing 249 passing yards a game, and the Lions had the 6th worst pass defense, allowing 247 passing yards per game. So I'm expecting both teams to throw the ball a lot and find a lot of success doing so, and I think that's going to turn this game into a shootout, and I'm going to take the team whose offense I trust more, the team who is home, and I'm going to take the Lions to win their second playoff game and advance to their first conference championship game since the 1991 season, as I have them beating the Buccaneers by a score of 31-24. And our final game, we have the Chiefs at the Bills. So we will also have a live watch party for this game, and that will start at about 6:30 Eastern Time on Sunday. So again, I hope to see you guys there. But the stage is set for these two teams, and obviously we've seen these teams play in the postseason before, and those games have been throwers. Now the difference between this game and the other 2 games is the previous 2 playoff games between these 2 teams have been played in Arrowhead. This one is in Buffalo, which is also the first playoff road game for Patrick Mahomes. Now, before I get into the stats and the numbers for each team, there is something to note, and that is the ref for this game. As this game's referee is Sean Hochuli, hopefully I said his name correctly, and in games ref by him, the Chiefs are 8-2 and 2-0 in the playoffs, in the Mahomes era. And for the Bills, they've been penalized 40 times in 4 games with him as the ref. So that's just something to keep an eye on. But I think this is going to be another great game between these two teams. The two previous playoff matchups have been great games, as the Chiefs won both of them, winning 42-36 in overtime and 38-24. But I don't think this game will be quite as high scoring as the other two playoff matchups we've seen, as both teams have great defenses, and I'm expecting a game more like the regular season game we saw between these two teams when it was 20-17 and the Bills won. But I'm expecting a low-scoring game because both teams are great on the defensive side of the ball. The Chiefs have the best defense of the Mahomes era, allowing just 16.7 points per game, and the Bills' defense is also great, allowing 18.2 points a game. Now, the Bills, they're the better offensive team as they score 26.7 points a game compared to the Chiefs scoring 22 points a game. So this is a game I could definitely see going either way. I know the Chiefs' offense can be good, but they haven't shown it much this season, and I don't trust the Chiefs' offense. So give me the Bills to win in this game, in a good close game, lower scoring than some of the other matchups, but still a good game, 24-17. I trust the Bills' offense more. They're more explosive. They're home as well, and it's the first playoff road game for Patrick Mahomes, and his first playoff road game is his first playoff loss on the road. So the Bills defeat the Chiefs by a score of 24-17 and make the AFC Championship game. But those are my NFL divisional round predictions. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. I do my best to post as often as possible. Let me know in the comments who you have winning the games in the divisional round, and also make sure to check out the community tab of my channel, where you guys can vote on who you think will win this week's games. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.